Hello, students. Your topic for today is rule of law. So, the concept of rule of law is this that the state is governed not by the ruler or the nominated representative of the people, but by the law. So, a country that enshrines the rule of law would be one where the government of the country or the basic and the core law from which all other law derives its authority is the supreme authority of the state. The monarch or the representatives of the republic are governed by the laws that are derived out of the grundnum, and their powers are limited by the law. The king is not the law, but the law is the king. So, the origin of rule of law theory can be traced back to the ancient Romans during the formation of the First Republic. Since then, it has been championed with several medieval thinkers in Europe, such as Hobbes, Locke, and Rousseau, through the social contact theory. So, Indian philosophers such as Chanakya have also espoused the rule of law theory in their own way by maintaining that the king should be governed by the word of law. The formal origin of the word is attributed to Sir Edward Coke and is derived from the French phrase "la principe de legalite," which means the principle of legality. The firm basis for the rule of law theory was expounded by A.V. Dicey, and his theory on the rule of law remains the most popular. Dicey theory has three pillars based on the concept that the government should be based on principles of law and not of men. And these are these are supremacy of law, equality before the law, predominance of legal spirit. So let's discuss supremacy of law. This has always been the basic understanding of rule of law that propounds that the law rules over all people, including the persons administering the law. The lawmakers need to give reasons that can be justified under the law while exercising their powers to make and administer the law. Then, equality before law. So, while the principle of supremacy of law sets in place checks and balances over the government on making and administering the law, the principle of equality before law seeks to ensure that the law is administered and enforced in a just manner. So, it is not enough to have a fair law, but the law must be applied in a just manner as well. The law cannot discriminate between people in matters of sex, religion, race, etc. This concept of rule of law has been codified in the Indian Constitution under Article 14 and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights under the Preamble and Article 7. So, the next is the predominance of legal spirit. In including this as a requirement for the rule of law, Dicey's belief was that it was insufficient to simply include the above two principles in the constitution of the country or in its other laws for the state to be one in which the principles of rule of law are being followed. There must be an enforcing authority, and Dicey believed that this authority could be found in the courts. The courts are the enforcers of the rule of law, and they must be both impartial and free from all external influences. Thus, the freedom of the judicial becomes an important pillar to the rule of law. In modern, in modern parlance, rule of law has come to be understood as a system which has safeguards against official arbitrariness, prevents anarchy, and allows people to plan the legal consequences of their actions. So it can be concluded that the founding fathers of the India accomplished what the rest of the world, though impossible, established a country that would follow the letter of the law and implemented the rule of law in all matters such as protection of the rights of the people, equal treatment before the law, protection that is against excessive arbitrariness. Constitution of India has proved enough mechanisms to ensure that the rule of law is followed. Through its decisions, the courts have strived to reinforce these mechanisms and ensure a smooth justice delivery to all the citizens. Problems such as outdated legislation and overcrowded courts are but the small hindrances, and bodies such as the Law Commission of India work towards ironing out these problems with the aim of achieving system where there are no barriers to the smooth operation of the rule of law. That's all. Thank you.